Attack of the Underpants Monster. The mummy never really interested me. He had a bum hand and couldn't walk very fast. I didn't realize how much I didn't like him until Halloween. Kate Sessions Elementary School was having a Halloween carnival. This was an unusual event, as most of my Halloweens were spent lurking through my neighborhood in a Grim Reaper costume, gathering an unhealthy amount of candy. This year, Mommy wanted to show off her costuming prowess at the carnival. I was in my underpants, and Mommy started wrapping me up in gauze bandages. Starting at my socks, she would safety pin the gauze, wrapping it up my legs, pinning it to my underpants. Arms were a similar assembly. Starting at my hands, wrapping up my arm to my chest. The chest started at my underpants, ultimately pinning the whole mess around my neck. The costume looked really good. We avoided the Napoleon hand wrap to allow free movement. Other than the tennis shoes, I was a dead ringer for Boris Karloff. My house was 6 blocks from school. As I walked, I checked the costume. Things seemed to be holding together from what I could see. Unfortunately, my vision was somewhat limited as the gauze had slipped down from my forehead. The carnival was busy. Kids were in line to enter. As I walked to the line's end, a few girls pointed and laughed. Mommy's costume was so good it made girls giggle nervously. I entered the carnival and started my search for food or rides or maybe a costume contest. I didn't get far, as now I noticed that the boys were pointing and laughing. I knew that I was not causing terror in the boys, and when I heard, "I see his underpants," I hurried to the boys' bathroom. Moving the gauze away from my eyes, I looked at myself in the mirror. About the only part of me that was properly covered was my face. The gauze had slipped down my arms and legs and clung in poorly groomed poodle clumps around my ankles and wrists. Obviously, my fun at the carnival was over, and I needed to plan my escape. The boys' bathroom was the safest spot. At least 50% of the kids at the carnival would not be able to see me. For some reason, I didn't use a stall to keep myself hidden. It was impolite to prevent access to those that needed it for actual potty purposes. I stood in the corner near the large trash can, away from the entrance door. Occasionally, some boys would come in, destroying the notion that only girls go to the bathroom together. They would do their business, and as they were getting ready to leave, would walk to where I was standing and pull up the gauze covering my face to see the secret identity of the Underpants monster. My friend Jay came in and also had to check my identity. He just laughed and yelled to a friend outside the bathroom that it was Jimmy in his underpants. Fortunately, our planet spins, and it becomes dark enough for me to make my escape. The flow of bathroom gawkers dropped off. I wondered what fun I was missing, but not for long. It was time to go. Stay in the shadows. Move like a spy. Leaving the bathroom, I hugged the walls. It wasn't completely dark, but the outdoor lights created enough shadows for me to wind my way to freedom. As I got closer to the school exit gate, there were more kids and parents. The good thing about my failed costume, it was easy to run in. I ran out the gate and down the hill. I slowed to a walk and cherished my freedom. I had escaped the bathroom prison camp. Arriving at home, I told Mommy of my adventure. Removing the last of the gauze and the 20 or so safety pins, she was amused and then sorry the costume was such a failure. Mommy asked if I still felt like trick-or-treating. What a silly question. Quickly I donned my skull mask, black bathrobe, and monster gloves. Picking up my plastic pumpkin, I headed out the door. Finally, all was right with the world. The end.